The sounds of Joust are pretty average for an arcade game. They do a good job of immersing you, but don't quite punch through like some other games' sounds do. I do want to give special mention to the pterodactyl though. That thing is terrifying. In terms of art, the landscape and sprites of the enemies are fantastic to look at, and everything is very clean and visually pleasing. When looking at the cabinet, it does look a little cluttered, and in my opinion the side art isn't the best, but the logo is representative of the game and fits the theme very well. Moving on to gameplay, I find the gameplay loop of Joust incredibly engaging and fun, especially with the variations with egg waves and pterodactyl waves, and with the platforms appearing and disappearing on different stages. Joust's difficulty lands somewhere in the 2.5 range when playing it on average difficulties. The curve in Joust is very good, albeit a little slow, so the game isn't very difficult, but can ramp up quickly throughout the stages. With Joust's simple way of dismount the enemy or lose your life due to height, every situation in the game feels like it is in your control, and you are able to dismount the enemy if you're good enough at the game. There are a few situations where a death is considered unlucky. Joust does a fantastic job at clarifying who you are and who the enemies and threats are within the game. The only issue I have is when playing 2-player, both of the sprites are very similar and can easily get confused when there are a lot of enemies on the screen. Even while having such a limited control scheme, Joust really puts the player in control of their movement and skill as they move throughout the waves. As there are more enemies, flight becomes more and more tight, requiring more and more precision as you go through the game. Even though it is mostly apparent what you have to do on each stage, there are some things that are not explained early on, such as eggs, the lava trolls, different colors of enemies, and especially the pterodactyl. Once you figure it out though, they are fairly easy to avoid in the future.